Ever stop to think about that lightning bolt moment? Where does a truly original idea even come from? You know, the kind of thing that sticks with you long after you've experienced it, maybe a movie, a song.
Yeah, or even a brand that just clicks somehow.
Exactly. What's that invisible thread weaving it all together? That's what we're digging into today, this fascinating world of theme in creative work.
And it's so much more, isn't it, than just like a pattern you spot or a tune you can hum.
Right.
What our sources really bring out is that a theme is the real engine. It's the core message, the feeling it leaves you with.
At a tone.
Yeah, the fundamental tone that defines the whole piece. Think about the loneliness in Interstellar, that deep sense of solitude.
Oh, definitely. Or that kind of neon rebellion you get from cyberpunk design.
Exactly. These aren't just, random artistic choices. They're anchored by a central theme. That's what gives the work its power, makes it resonate.
Okay. Which leads right to the question our sources pose. And it sounds simple, but it's actually pretty deep. How did he acquire the theme?
Deceptively simple.
Yeah. Because you're really asking about the spark, aren't you? The origin of inspiration. Was it, like, built meticulously?
Or maybe borrowed, adapted somehow.
Or was it maybe just sort of there,
Yeah.
waiting for the right person to see it? That's the puzzle we're trying to piece together.
Okay, so let's get into this idea of theme acquisition. How does it actually happen? Our sources lay out some interesting paths.
Like?
Well, first off, personal experience. You know, those big life moments, huge joy, deep grief, feeling totally free or completely boxed in. For a creator, processing those, filtering them, that can become the absolute core of their voice. It's like their fingerprint on the work.
That makes total sense. The art becomes almost a physical thing born from what's inside.
Exactly. It's not just telling the story of what happened. It's the creative alchemy they bring to it.
Okay, so that's the internal world. What about the external?
Yeah.
Our sources mention cultural exposure.
Right. We're all just sort of swimming in this sea of culture, aren't we?
Yeah.
Music, art, books, trends. And the idea is that just being immersed in that, breathing it in, can deeply shape the themes a creator connects with. Maybe without them even consciously realizing it at first.
Like absorbing the atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly. And related to that, our sources point to keen observation, really looking.
So not just passive soaking, but active watching.
Active engagement, noticing the little things, the narratives under the surface, the patterns in daily life that maybe most people miss. Someone who really pays attention like that, they can internalize those observations and, well, turn them into incredibly powerful themes.
Okay, this next one's interesting. Strategic borrowing.
Yes.
The sources bring up Quentin Tarantino as a kind of go-to example here.
Right.
I mean, he didn't invent the whole grindhouse cinema feel, did he?
Not at all. He clearly soaked it up, understood its mechanics, its appeal.
And then put his own unique stamp on it for a totally new crowd.
Which really makes you think, where's that line, that blurry line between influence, maybe homage, and just, well, stealing?
Yeah, is it taking a theme, or is it more like skillfully channeling something that's already out there?
And making it your own in the process, that's the crucial bit, isn't it? The nuance.
Influence versus imitation.
Exactly. And our sources use Steve Jobs as another angle on this, the whole tech meets art thing.
Right, Apple's core.
Now, the basic idea, combining those two, not entirely new, maybe?
Others had probably thought of it.
Sure. But his refinement, his almost obsessive vision in making it seamless, user-friendly, that's what made it Apple's defining theme.
Okay. So it wasn't just grabbing existing parts.
No, it was a fundamental transformation, turning them into something uniquely powerful, uniquely Apple.
So the source matters, but it's the transformation by the creator that really counts. They have to add their own perspective.
Precisely. They have to interpret it, filter it through their own lens to truly, own that theme. It can't just be a copy-paste job.
Got it.
And to make this really concrete, our sources look at the musician Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
His albums aren't just songs strung together, are they? They're these deep, woven explorations. Themes of identity, survival, community.
Very interwoven, yeah.
And the powerful thing, as the sources highlight, is that these aren't abstract concepts he read about.
No, you can feel it's lived.
Exactly. They are baked into his lived experience, his environment growing up. He lived those realities. And that deep personal connection, that's what gives his themes such raw power, such authenticity, makes them really hit home.
That firsthand truth. That's what gives it weight, makes it feel real. So it sounds like acquiring a theme, it can come from all sorts of places then, like our sources suggest. maybe triggered by loss.
Or by just really listening, paying attention to the world.
Or found in those quiet moments of observation, maybe, when everyone else is looking the other way.
Exactly right. The origins are varied, often intensely personal, but, as our sources wrap up, the real test, the true significance, lies in what the creator does with that theme once they've found it or built it or borrowed it.
How they shape it.
How they shape it, how they infuse it with their own meaning, and crucially, how they make it connect with us, with the audience.
That connection piece.
That's where the lasting impact is made.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? When you encounter any piece of art, any creation, what's the story behind that core theme?
What's the hidden origin?
Yeah. What experiences, what observations, what bold reimagining led to that particular message resonating so deeply? Definitely something to think about next time you really connect with something.